श्रीगणेशाय नमः। श्रीसरस्वत्यै नमः। श्रीगुरुभ्यो नमः। श्रुतिस्मृतिपुराणानाम् आलयं करुणालयं नमामि भगवत्पाद शङ्करं लोकशङ्करं। शङ्करं शङ्कराचार्यं केशवं बादरायणं सूत्रभाष्यकृतौ वन्दे भगवन्तौ पुनः पुनः। ईश्वरो गुरुरात्मेति मूर्तिभेदविभागिने व्योमवद्व्याप्तदेहाय दक्षिणामूर्तये नमः। योऽन्तः प्रविश्य मम वाचमिमां प्रसुप्तां सञ्जीवयत्यखिलशक्तिधरस्वधाम्ना अन्यांशहस्तचरणश्रवणत्वगादीन् प्राणान् नमो भगवते पुरुषाय तुभ्यम्। अन्तर्यश्च बहिर्विधूततिमिरं ज्योतिर्मयं शाश्वतं स्थानं प्राप्य विराजते विनमताम् अज्ञानमुन्मूलयन्। पश्यन् विश्वमपीदमुल्लसति यो विश्वस्य पारे परः तस्मै श्रीरमणाय लोकगुरवे शोकस्य हन्त्रे नमः। We are seeing the text Saddarshanam. We are seeing the text Saddarshanam. Let us chant the Mangala Charana of this text. सत्प्रत्ययाः किन्नु विहाय सन्तं हृद्येष चिन्ता रहितो हृदाख्यः कथं स्मरामस्तममेयमेकं तस्य स्मृतिस्तत्र दृढैव निष्ठा। मृत्युञ्जयं मृत्युभयाश्रितानाम् अहं मतिर्मृत्युमुपैति पूर्वम् अथ स्वभावादमृतेषु तेषु कथं पुनर्मृत्युधियोऽवकाशः। Let us chant the verses from 3rd to 7th. सर्वैर्निदानं जगतोऽहमश्च वाच्यः प्रभुः कश्चिदपारशक्तिः चित्रेऽत्र लोक्यं च विलोकिता च पटः प्रकाशोऽप्यभवत्स एकः। आरभ्यते जीवजगत्परात्म तत्त्वाभिधानेन मतं समस्तम् इदं त्रयं यावदहं मतिः स्यात् सर्वोत्तमाहं मतिशून्यनिष्ठा। सत्यं मृषा वाचिदिदं जडं वा दुःखं सुखं वेति मुधा विवादः। अदृष्टलोकानिरहं प्रतीतिः निष्ठा विकल्पा परमाखिलेष्टा। जगतीश्वरे च स्वरूपधीरात्मनि यावदस्ति अरूपकात्मा यदि कः प्रपश्येत् सा दृष्टिरेका नवधिर्हि पूर्णा। यत्पञ्चकोशात्मकमस्ति देहं तदन्तरा किं भुवनं चकास्ति देहं विना पञ्चविधं तदेतत् पश्यन्ति के वा भुवनं भणन्तु। Raman Maharshi ji talked about 5 koshas, and without 5 kosha the world cannot be seen. Raman Maharshi ji takes the direct approach. We saw in last class, Raman Maharshi ji said, Yat panchakoshatmakam deham. There is this kosha which is made up of 5 sheets. Without these 5 sheets, panchakoshatmaka deha, the body made up of 5 sheets, that is covering. What are they? Food sheath, annamaya kosha, pranamaya kosha, vital air sheath, Manomaya Kosha, mind sheath, Vijnanamaya Kosha, intellect, and Anandamaya Kosha, bliss. When we identify with those, we are bound. And identifying with those, by identifying with those alone, we perceive the world. There is no perception of world otherwise. If these five koshas, these five sheaths themselves were not there, can anyone really experience the world? Who can perceive this world? Let them say, let them explain where the world is without these five koshas. And he's asking us the same question. Where is the world? And simply, the logic is very much simple. Simply put, when you go into deep sleep, where neither you are experiencing your gross body, subtle body, the only experience is that of causal body. You are not actively experiencing it, but yet you are experiencing it, which is explained when you wake up. That means, in absence of all the five koshas, five sheaths, all the five sheaths were absent in Sushupti, the deep sleep. They were not expressing, and when these five koshas, the five sheaths were not expressing, the experience of the world for you as an individual jiva, individual self, was not there. The experience was not there. The world that of sorrows, happiness, bondage that you experience was not experienced by you. That means, in absence of these five koshas, the world is not there. The absence of these five koshas is in your swarupa as pure consciousness principle. You are free from these five sheaths. That also equates to you are free from this world. Having explained this, now Raman Maharshi ji is explaining what is this world that we experience. Yes, do we not experience the world? Of course we do. We do experience the world. Then what is this world? Raman Maharshi ji is saying, Shabdadirupam bhuvanam samastam Shabdadi sattendriyavruttibhasyaha Sattendriyavruttibhasya Sattendriyanam manaso vashe syat Manomayam tad bhuvanam vadamaha. Samastam bhuvanam, the entire world, the entire creation. Shabdadi rupam is in the form of Shabda Adi, sound, etc. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. Shabda, sound, Sparsha, touch, Rupa, form, Rasa, taste, tangible, and Gandha, smell. The world is composed of these five things alone. So, Shabdadi Rupam Bhuvanam Samistam. The entire world is in form of sound, etc. Shabda Adi Satta. Shabdadi Sattendra Vritti Bhasyaha is the compound word. We are breaking it. Shabdadi Satta. The existence of Shabda Adi. The existence of Shabda Adi. The existence of sound, etc. Indriya Vritti Bhasyaha. Indriya, sense organs. Vritti, functions or vikara, thought modifications. Bhasyaha, illuminated. The meaning is, Shabda adi satta indriya vritti bhasya. Shabda adi satta indriya vritti bhasya. It will be the existence of sound, etc. The Shabda adi satta. Indriya vritti bhasya, illuminated by bhasya, illuminated by indriya vritti, functions of sense organs. What is it? When we see the explanation, at that time we will see it. Indriyanam satta, indriyanam of sense organs, satta, existence, manasaha, vashe, in the possession of mind, in the control of mind. Tat, tasmat, therefore, bhuvanam manomayam vadamaha. The world is nothing but mind. Manomaya, full of. Mayat is also used for swarupa, having the nature of. Therefore, world is nothing but mind. This is continuation of the thought that we saw earlier, but in different words, from different perspective, that yat panchakoshatmakam asti deham. The entire world is there when five koshas are there. Raman Maharshi ji in this verse is trying to say, let us see this verse statement by statement. Now be with me. The first statement is the entire world is in the form of sound, etc. The experience, the existence of sound, etc. is illuminated by the functions of sense organs. Functions of sense organs, the thought modifications caused by sense organs. These thought modifications, these sense organs, their function is on account of mind. Therefore, the world is nothing but mind. Let's see. If I ask Vishaya, the commonly used term in Vedanta, in Shastra, what is it? If I ask you, what is Vishaya? How many Vishayas are there? You may say there are many Vishayas, there are n number of Vishayas. I'll say yes. There are n number of Vishayas, but in reality, there are only five. What are they? Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa and Gandha. Shabda, sound. Sparsha, touch. Rupa, form, color, etc. Rasa, taste. Gandha, smell. That's it. We have five sense organs, five organs of perception, five organs of knowledge, and through those, the world that is perceived is nothing but made up of these five things. Whether you listen to Indian classical, Western classical, or any folk song, whatever may be your choice or preference, it is nothing but sound. Right now, what you are listening to is nothing but sound. That's it. It is Shabda Vishaya. What is being perceived is nothing but sound. Simplified. Sparsha, the touch. Whether it is smooth, whether it is hard, whether it is rough, doesn't matter. It is nothing but touch, narrowed down to one thing which it really is. Rupa, whether it is square, whether it is circular, it doesn't matter. It is nothing but form, shape and color of that object. Rasa, the taste. Bitter, hot, sweet, spicy, tangy, salty, whatever it may be. It is nothing but taste, rasa. And then comes gandha, smell. The world is nothing but these five things. Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha. These are the Vishayas, objects of knowledge, the things which are known, perceived. These five are Vishayas: Shabda, Sparsha, Rupa, Rasa, Gandha, sound, touch, form, taste, smell. These are the five objects of knowledge, and these are perceived via five sense organs. Even though Vishayas are out there, if these five sense organs are not functioning, the perception of these objects will not be there. Let there be sound. But if my ears are closed, well plugged, I will not hear any sound. Therefore, let there be world of five sense objects. Unless and until my sense organs are functioning, only when my sense organs are functioning, then alone the world will be perceived. If they are not functioning, if my sense organs are not functioning, the world will not be perceived. Going back to our earlier drishtanta, if I go into deep sleep, do I perceive the world? No. Why? The functioning of five sense organs has stopped. We are going to discuss in with reference to this verse itself what is existing, what is not existing with respect to this world, whether the world really goes away or not. That everything is going to come under this discussion. Wait. So far, we are at the second step in Raman Maharshiji's argument teaching method. Shabdadi Rupam Bhuvanam Samistam. Entire world is nothing but either something which can be heard, seen, touched, smelled, tasted, anything. All those perceptions are possible because of five sense organs. How do we perceive them? When that object is seen, heard, etc., a thought modification conforming to that particular object takes place in my mind. A thought modification conforming to that object takes place in my mind. Unless and until that thought modification has taken place in my mind, I will not see the world. Only when such thought arises in my mind, the object will be seen. Simple example. There is an object in front of me. Let us say I am wearing a wristwatch. I am not wearing it right now, but a common example. I am wearing a wristwatch or I am wearing my spectacles. Now I am wearing my glasses. Now something happens. I put glasses over my forehead, or I have been busy with my work. Suddenly I realize, oh no, where is my watch? Because I have got used to the touch of that watch or the touch of glasses over my forehead, and therefore I start looking around. Now the thing is, unless and until the thought modification conforming to that object has taken place in my mind, I will not see it. It happens to us. The object is there in front of us, but we are not able to see it. Are my eyes not coming in contact with that object? Yes, but the perception has not taken place. Another example, there are puzzles where there are many similar pictures. Let us say there are many circles put together and one of the circle is broken. It is not complete circle. And the question is, find broken circle or find C in all these O's. And we start looking, but we do not perceive that C. Why? We do not, are we not looking at that picture? We are looking at that picture, but in our mind, the thought conforming to that C has not taken place. That means we see only when the thought modification arises in our mind. Therefore, prompted by mind alone, the sense organs function. All the functions of sense organs are backed by mind. All these thought modifications, etc., is taking place in our mind. Sense organs are just a conduit. They are just passing, they are just instrumental. So their functions are backed by mind. How is it so? The desire to see something prompts us to see that particular object of knowledge we share. The senses, these senses depend on mind for their existence and functioning. Now understand. This may take long, but all like this thinking, this explanation may take a long time. But it is important to know. This is what we need to do every time. The senses depend on mind for their functions, for their existence, and only when mind is backing those senses, then alone we can see. Anyatra mana abhuvam. Upanishad says. I did not understand. Why did you not understand? You are just sitting in front of me. I was explaining. I was breaking my head in front of you. What can I do? I was thinking of something else. Anyatra mana abhuvam. My mind had wandered. And when mind has wandered, we do not perceive the world. That's why concentration, focus. The conclusion is the mind has capacity to give us an experience through these sense organs, and it is mind alone which is experiencing the entire world, or the entire world is experienced only as, now be careful, listen here, don't let your mind wander anywhere. Look here. In conclusion, the entire world is experienced only as thought modifications or the projections of the mind. This is a very beautiful and very important point which will prompt you to think. The next part is the concluding part of this whole process. But before we go into that, let me give you another example, and you have to challenge yourself to accept this thinking, how much impossible, how much surprising, how much unbelievable it may seem. There are those virtual cameras or virtual reality goggles. That's what they call it. There are instruments, many things. Let me explain how it is. So there is an instrument like a treadmill or something where you are made to stand and you are tied with harnesses. Those harnesses measure all your movements and the input is sent to computer. The PC sends that input to your glasses which you are wearing on your head. So if your body moves towards left, what you are seeing through goggles in that area, in that scene also, you will move towards left. If you start running while wearing goggles, whatever where you are seeing, you will also start running. Now there are many games, many experiences, etc. So let us say there is a scenario which has been coded in computer, in PC, in CPU of a of an forest. Let us say a forest scenario. So when you are wearing that goggle, they have multiple functions where some smells are also created. It is complete virtual. So you are listening to forest rustling of leaves, sound, etc. Because you are wearing goggles, you are not seeing the world that is in front of you, like the camera, the lights, the room. You are not seeing that. What you are seeing is nothing but forest. When you move your head left and right, the scenario also changes. The scene also changes. When you move your head towards your left, you actually feel like you are looking towards your left and still there are trees. Now suddenly you hear a lion's roar. So you start running. In real life, when you start running, in that virtual reality also you start running, and there are videos where people actually start believing whatever that is being perceived through those goggles. It is called virtual reality. Now, mind constructs. Listen here carefully now. Your mind constructs the entire creation, the entire world based on the perceptions that it is having through all those instruments. Those VR goggles, those headphones, the smell that is being created, the idea of running, the touch, etc. Is that world real? When you are experiencing through your mind and senses, that world is very much real. Then, if that is the case, mind is creating the world. Is it not the same thing with the reality, the waking world that we are experiencing right now? Can we really give the same reality to the world being perceived? In conclusion, the world is nothing but mind. Once you accept this, it is going to change the whole thing. Let us say your sworn enemy with whom you are ready to fight anytime. The moment you see him, you just can't stay quiet. You get angry. You can't think straight. Such a person is sleeping next to you. Are you both not peaceful or quiet? True. He is enemy. He is my sworn enemy. Only when my mind is perceiving him. Everything is creation of my own mind. Now be careful. If while walking down the road, car starts coming and you are walking in the middle of the road, move to your side. You can't say everything is made up of mind, the car will not hit you. The car hitting you is also your mind's creation. Accept that, then you can do whatever you want. If the car coming towards you is creation of mind, you walking to the side of the road is also creation of your mind, which should be done. You cannot deny food when you are hungry. Hunger is creation of mind. Eating food also is creation of mind. You have to do it. That is the nature of that perception, the reality. World is creation of mind is not denying reality, but denying the reality given to that world. Two separate things, two different things. Manomayam tadbhuvanam vadamaha. This entire creation is nothing but the projection of my mind. How? Take the example of mirage water. Is that water really there? We saw the example of what was it? Virtual reality, but we are not going to go there again. Let's take a familiar example, mirage water. Mirage water is there. Is it not? No, it's not there. It is just your perception of your mind. But do you not feel like that? Don't you have doubt there might be water this time? It's just the construction of your mind. Then are you denying the experience? No. Yes, I am experiencing water there, but that water is not real. Denying experience would be foolish. It is denying the reality given to that perception which changes everything. While experiencing dream, dreamer cannot say this is dream. While experiencing the see, either there is perception of the world or no perception of the world. What do you mean? Either you will perceive the world as it is, or either you will perceive the world as pure consciousness, happiness principle, etc., where there is no reality given to the world. You are experiencing nothing but your own swarupa, own true nature. That's it. The state in between will not be there. There are many nuances, there are very many factors into this thinking, but let's keep it here only right now. Next point. When we say the world is creation of mind, it is not just individual mind but total mind also. Okay. So the world is creation of my mind, is it not? Let me purchase a lottery ticket, let me gamble, and let me imagine that I have won. It is not going to function. The world that is being experienced in your mind is creation of your own mind. Therefore, in other texts, in other place, it has been explained the world in general is creation of total mind, that is Ishvara. Ishvara, the pure Parameshwara, created this entire creation according to the karma phala, the actions and the results or prarabdha karma of all jivas, all beings. Whatever is their prarabdha, whatever the results of karma, actions that they are going to experience, based on that the entire creation has been created. The mountains, the rivers, everything has been created by him, the omniscient, omnipotent Ishvara, based on the karmas done in past life by all these beings, the actions that were performed by all these beings in their past life. That cannot be denied. There is mountain in front of me and I want to go across the mountain. I just can't say, let me imagine that mountain is not there and I will walk. Not possible. But the world that I perceive in my mind is my own projection. Now, further, another part. This is only for reflection and viveka and for the experience of your own true nature. Don't go on and start applying outside in vyavahara, in transaction. Be careful with this inquiry, with this mode of understanding, mode of inquiry. Let us start what this verse tried to explain. Now, right now what we are seeing is application of this verse into our own process of reflection, understanding for the experience of our own true nature, etc. Right now I am experiencing, say, some form, shape, etc. Okay, I am experiencing that. What next? That is being experienced by my sense organs. Those sense organs are functioning because of our mind. So the object outside is being experienced by mind. So the world is not really out there, but it's there in my mind. The world is not really out there, but the world which is being experienced, it is there in my mind. Now we are giving up the transactional part of this creation. We are going to go into superimposed and superimposition. The entire world is nothing but superimposition, superimposed on what? On Brahman, which is Adhisthana substratum, my own true nature. So instead of seeing the pure consciousness principle, what I am perceiving, what I have superimposed there is the entire creation. In reality, there is rope, but what I have superimposed there is snake. So in this way, The world is nothing but my own projection, the projection of my mind. In Panchadashikara, Vidyaranya Muniji says, very beautifully he states, मांसमय्याद्यभेदेऽपि भिद्यते हि मनोमयी पितामाता ननन्दा च जामाता पितामाता ननन्दा च दुहित्रादयः मांसमय्याद्यभेदेऽपि भिद्यते हि मनोमयी जामाता दुहित्रादयः जामाता some other word is there. Keeping that aside, the same person is referred to as mother, daughter-in-law, mother-in-law, sister-in-law, sister, n number of things. Did she change? She did not change. Everybody's perception about that Maosamayadya Bhedepi in her gross body, in that gross form, she has not changed at all, but everybody's perception has changed. That perception is their own creation. That's how is the creation outside. In this way, the entire creation is nothing but mind. Manomayam tad bhuvanam vadamaha. The fact remains whether it is the projection of total intellect or individual. Manomayam, it is nothing but the projection of mind, whether individual or total. In other words, world is nothing but thought modifications. Only when there are thought modifications in mind, the world is. Thought modifications in mind are not, the world is not. Now, concluding the thought which started in 7th verse. Vyatpanchakoshatmakamasti deham. The experience of the world of plurality is because of 5 koshas or mind. The same thought is continued now with intellect, and Raman Maharshi ji is saying the same thing. He is concluding what he started with this verse. He is saying, the verse 9, धिया सहोदेति धियास्तमेति लोकस्ततोधि प्रविभास्य एषः धीलोकजन्म क्षयधाम पूर्णं सद्वस्तु जन्म क्षयशून्यमेकम्. Raman Maharshi ji is saying, Eshaha, this, Lokaha, world, Dhyasaha Udeti. Udeti is born. Dhyasaha, with thought of knowledge, a thought of I. You can say intellect, but I notion is much better. Dhya astameti, and along with the thought I, the I notion, astameti, gets dissolved, sets, goes away. Therefore, tataha, dhi pravibhasya, illuminated by I thought, illuminated by intellect, sadvastu, sadvastu, the real thing, धीलोक जन्म क्षय धाम. धीलोक जन्म क्षय धाम, the abode of dhama, abode of the birth and decay of I thought, and the world, the abode of the rise and fall, the birth and decay of I thought and the world. The loka, the I thought. loka, world. Janma, kshaya, janma, birth, kshaya, decay, dhama, abode. The abode of birth and decay of I thought and world. Purnam ekam, that one, purna, full. Ekam, one, purnam, full. That one, full, full as in complete, without any limitation, limitless. Janma kshaya shunyam, without birth and decay. What are the statements? Let us see. Raman Maharshi is saying, the world arises, the world is born, it rises and sets with I thought, ahankara or intellect. Therefore, this world is illuminated by the I thought. I, inverted comma. How? When we see the explanation that we will see. The reality is the abode of birth and death or decay of I thought and the world is nothing but one limitless pure consciousness principle which is without any birth and decay. Let us understand. In earlier verse, in the 8th verse, the thought concluded with that the world is nothing but mind. Now let's inquire further. What is mind? Who are you? The famous statement. Raman Maharshiji's famous statement, famous teaching. Who are you? Who is this I? Who is this thinking? The one. Who is this person who is happy? Who is this person who is sorrowful? Who is this person who is sleeping? Who is awake? Find it out. Don't stop inquiring until you find it out. If the world outside is nothing but mind, what is mind? The mind is nothing but continuous flow of thoughts. The mind is nothing but continuous flow of thoughts. Understand, very beautiful point. We never really think about it. Even though mind has to think about mind, but we don't think because mind doesn't want to think about mind. Because if mind starts thinking about mind, it will lose its mindness and it will become no mind. Keeping aside the humor, that is the reality. What is mind? Let us take an example. You are angry or excited. The match is going on, whether it is cricket, football, chess, anything. You are excited. Okay, what's going to happen? Who is going to win? Who is going to not? There is time trouble. So someone has 1 second, someone has 2 seconds. They have increment. When he plays one move, he will gain 2 seconds. So many things are happening. Oh no, we have to do 10 runs, 15 runs in 6 balls. What is going to happen? Oh no, he hit the ball for 6. Now we have 5 balls, 5 runs. Whatever the calculation. Oh no, he got run out. Now who is going to play? There is no batsman available. Are the tailenders going to do the job? So many thoughts are going on in your mind. So many thoughts are going on there. So you are excited. On the contrary, you are completely tired and you are incapable of thinking anything, and somebody comes to you and says, can you solve this riddle for me? What will be you say? Not today, not right now. Let's discuss this tomorrow, next time. What has happened? We say, I am tired. Who is tired? The mind is tired. What do we mean by the mind is tired? The mind is incapable of continuing or keeping that continuous flow of thoughts for it to function, for it to work. That means the mind is nothing but continuous flow of thought. Every thought is turned into experience, and that every thought in turn is experienced due to the I thought illuminating it. Let me make one statement. I saw a saw, such a saw that I never saw. I am really good at giving examples, is it not? The example. Really being good at giving examples. This thought is based in I. अहंकारलये सुप्तौ भवेद्देहोऽप्यचेतनः अहंकारविकासार्धः स्वप्नः सर्वस्तु जागरः. दृग्दृश्य विवेक और वाक्य सुधा. Very beautiful statement. The same thing has been said. When the ahankara, this I notion is not there, where is this I notion absent? In deep sleep. When in deep sleep the I notion is absent, what happens? I do not experience anything. I don't know anything. I slept so well. I did not know anything. Ah. Ahankara laye. When ahankara, this I notion is not there, it is deep sleep. The mind is not there. When the ahankara is partially awake, ahankar vikasardha, it is half awake, half functioning, partially functioning. It is swapna. It is dream state. And when it is fully awake, it is waking state. That means all our waking experiences and in other consequently dream experiences are based on this I thought, I notion. When this I thought, I notion is absent, all these experiences are not there. So the functioning of mind or mind is nothing but because of this I thought. Therefore it is said, Dhyasa udeti dhyastameti. There is a small inquiry into this, but that we will see next time. Because it is a continuous inquiry, we will see that next time. Om asatoma sadgamaya tamasoma jyotirgamaya mrityorma amritangamaya. Om shanti shanti shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.